Okay, it is Friday, and you know what that means. It is the Modern Mortgage Advisor tip of the week. And guys, I have a serious message for y'all this week. My concern is the cost of a lost lead, the cost of not having borrower intelligence with speed to lead coupled with mortgage coach, how much of that's truly costing you in your business. And I really feel as if that is the biggest expense in your practice today. So let me explain. Recently, Dave Savage interviewed Drake, which I highly recommend you go to the Mortgage Coach YouTube channel. Make sure you have subscribed to get notifications. So Dave Savage recently interviewed Drake, and I personally got to meet Drake a couple weeks ago at the Forward event. And he and I were talking about Sales Boomerang and Mortgage Coach and just how much it has done for his business. And he was sharing this example. And I was like, you've got to talk to Dave, and we have got to share this message and scream it from our rooftops of how essential this is for every loan officer to hear, because we don't want a single borrower left behind. Here's what happened. Drake had helped a client back in 2017 make their original purchase, and it was two doctors that he had helped, and he knew he had already missed one deal because they bought in 2017, and when rates dropped, he knew they had refinanced, and you know what? It wasn't with him. But thank God, because of his integration with Sales Boomerang, he got a mortgage inquiry alert, which he immediately acted on with a phone call. So step number one, pro tip, is when you get that mortgage inquiry alert or when you get a Sales Boomerang alert, speed to lead is essential. And guys, I have seen other platforms that have tried to do something similar. And the biggest difference with Sales Boomerang is it's live time and it's the fastest over all of them. And this is important if there are competitors out there who may have their own knockoff version. It's not going to be like Sales Boomerang. And that is why it's essential. As soon as you get that alert, you make that phone call. The other part to this is he had to out strategize who the client was originally inquiring about a mortgage with. So let me explain. Drake shared a TCA that was solving the problem of these physicians because they had recently met with their CPA and they wanted to get as much equity out of their home as possible because they wanted to buy up to $1 million worth of nightly rentals by the end of this year. So interest rate wasn't really a pain point for them. The monthly payment wasn't a pain point for them. What they wanted is the maximum amount of cash out in order to buy these properties. So average lender down the street decided just to give them, a typical 30-year cash out refinance option, no other options presented, no cost over time presented. And what Drake did is he then showed him a couple different options with doing a HELOC and also a HELOC with a 10-1 arm, which I'll make sure to put the TCA up on the screen so you can get a quick glimpse at how he structured the strategy. But this was so powerful because not only did he win over this client that he had already lost once, so whatever that commission was on the refi, that was gone. And now he has an opportunity to possibly get 2 deals out of this client. But the kicker is the client then introduced him to his CPA because he was like, wow, any CPA who's going to teach you these financial strategies of how you can maximize your tax benefits while leveraging real estate is someone that I would want to meet. So he's already met with the CPA, and the physician who was the wife has decided to leave her doctor role and become a real estate agent herself. So that's 2 annuities of income that could potentially be about 20 loans a year each. So you dollarize that. How much money could you have potentially lost had you not gotten that alert, or had you not called on the alert immediately so that you were the first one contacting that client, but also showing them a TCA showing that you think differently and that you understand how money works. That is this week's tip of the week. If you haven't started following the Mortgage Coach YouTube channel, remember, hit that notification bell so that every time that Dave is interviewing a new guest or speaker, his whole mission is to create more training opportunities so that you can go to your teams. If you're in the C-suite, you can send these out to your branches so that no borrower is left behind. If you found this helpful, go ahead and like it, share it, and we'll see you next week.